Hey, fellow moms and dads, your kid just came out. You may feel like a deer in the headlights. I'm a mother of 5 lovely children, 2 of whom identify as queer. I'm also a Christian, a pastor, and a longtime leader in the church. Here are 5 steps to take when your child comes out to you. First, breathe, pause. Don't do anything rash. When you're in a crisis mode, that's the worst time to make a decision. My husband and I don't even answer difficult emails without giving it 24 hours. Your child deserves much more than that. Work through your emotions, but don't make your child pay for them. They're not doing this to hurt you. They didn't choose this. They discovered it, and nothing you could have done would have produced a different outcome. Second, stay connected with your child. This is a fragile time for our children. Your response is critically important. Depression, self-harm, suicide are real risks, not because people are gay, lesbian, bisexual, or transgender, but because they're rejected for it, because they're cut out of community. If you have cut your child off or reacted unlovingly to them, seek them out. Let them know that you're there for them. Let them know the relationship is important to you. When my daughter Annie came out, we embraced her completely. And still months later she said, "Are you sure you and Dad won't reject me?" I said, "Yes, I'm sure. But why are you asking?" She said, "Because I've seen it happen to friends." That broke my heart. To kick your child out or to make them pay for something they didn't choose, that's not parenting. That's not love. Third, search your heart. Ask yourself why this bothers you so much. Is it fear? Is it just something you don't want to imagine? If you are afraid, think about what's best, to react out of that fear or to embrace them and give yourself time to figure out your feelings. If this is a faith issue for you, then talk to God about it. Say, "God, how do you want me to view my child?" I work with thousands of parents, both online and in person, and the ones who've told me they've prayed about it have heard things like, "I'll take care of them and you. You just love them and leave the rest to me." No one has come back to me and said, "God told me that I have to kick them out." That doesn't even sound like God. Re-examine your relationship with God. Let yourself be moved, even surprised, by God's response to you. Fourth, educate yourself. After my daughter Annie came out, I searched to find out what the big deal was, and I found 6 little verses that had been ripped out of the Bible, ripped out of their context, to condemn the gay and trans community. That's not fair, and that's not even Christian. We owe our children more than that. Read books and watch videos from people whose position has changed. Give yourself the time it takes to get educated on something unfamiliar to you. I've collected resources on my website that can help broaden your understanding. Fifth, love, 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 love. You'll never regret loving too much. If you cut your child off now, and in 5 years you decide you want a relationship, it may be too late. Your child may be unwilling, or you may not have a child. If you've been told you have to choose between God and your child, that's not true. To choose your child is to choose God, because that's the child God gave you. Hand over everything to God and just love your child.